Yeah, I mean, my knee, the positives, my knee felt good last week playing, and it's been feeling good. And I could have rushed it and came back. Like I was telling my team, I wanted to play is how I am. I wanted to play Madrid. I wanted to play Rome, but just looking at the scans and talking to the doctor, we wanted to give it the proper time that was recommended. And I feel like I've kind of gotten over the hill. You can say with the knee, and I'm still going to feel it from time to time, but I've gotten, to the point where I can play and probably not irritate it too much and really keep, just keep improving it. And, based on scans from November to after Miami, the scans still showed that I was improving it. It was getting better, but I think I really just needed that time off to get that last bit of progress that I was looking for on it. So a bit rusty, obviously, but feeling good physically and excited to get back to just playing tennis and getting my level back.
Questions?
Hey, Taylor. You talked in your opening answer just a bit about your personality, your sort of stubbornness about wanting to play. What was the sort of final decision or balance like of agreeing to step back with your team and riding that out? And do you think it was the right choice overall to wait as long as you did in the end? I mean,
my team literally came to me after Miami and said, you can go play Monte Carlo, you can go play whatever, but we're not coming with you. So that makes the decision pretty easy in the end. And it's fair, I felt like I'd play one match, on anti-inflammatories, feel good, and then after like one match, I'd be playing through a lot of pain, even on the anti-inflammatories. So that's just not, it's just not ideal and it's not sustainable. And we obviously want me to be healthy and in a good spot with the knee for the grass court season, and all the stutter stepping and the choppy steps that you take on grass is not ideal for it. So I felt like the decision in the end was just let's try to get it better. So by the time grass court season comes around, I can hopefully play 100%.
Thanks, Taylor. How engaged and prominent have you been in the discussions about Grand Slam prize money, and are you sticking to the 15-minute rule today?
Yeah, I mean, I've been involved with all the guys as pretty much all the top players have been, and I think at the end of the day, it's not about wanting more money. It's about just wanting what's fair, and as the tournaments make more money, we'd obviously want to see the revenue share back to the players reflect that. And I think obviously when it's going the opposite direction and going down, it's disappointing to see. And we've been pretty patient and mild with, I'd say, our requests, and it's kind of like I don't know. It feels, I think all of us feel it's a bit disrespectful to just be ignored when the sport is the healthiest, when I think there's a very fair partnership and open dialogue between the players and the tournaments. And I think as well asking for the just contribution to the pension and stuff like that is really fair, when I think the ATP has done that for a long time, and obviously the Grand Slams make the bulk of the revenue in the sport. I think it's a pretty simple ask, and I don't think we're asking for anything too crazy.
Hi, Taylor. Given that, if you continue to be ignored and more action is required in the view of the players, could you imagine a world in which you'd be prepared to boycott a Grand Slam?
I don't know if I want to start throwing around the B word, but
because it feels too radical.
That's a really big deal, and I don't think we as players should really, make big threats like that unless we're fully ready to do it. And I think that's a discussion that we need to have, and we need to see what the potential ramifications for doing that are. But yeah, I mean, it gets to a point where something does have to change if we are ignored. So that's a conversation to have. I think, right, like I said, right now I'm not ready to start tossing that around because I want to really mean it if I'm going to say it.
So no discussions about the B word
That
has specifically happened?
Not that I've been involved in. I've also been out for the last 2 months, so.
Probably two more, Rajul and then Ben.
Hi, Taylor. I wanted to ask if how the 15-minute rule probably works. Is it 10 minutes for the news conference, and if so, are you on a clock?
I think the 15 minutes is however I want to make it, use my 15 minutes. I just came in here, and when I'm told I'm done, I'm done. I mean, I like talking to you guys, but
It's only been about less than 6 minutes so far, so you could spend more time here if you wanted. But I'm curious for you. You posted just Instagram, slideshow of yourself in the gym. I'm wondering how much you feel like you were able to improve physically while sidelined, and if that's something you take pride in, that's going to set you up.
Yeah, a lot.
Longer.
I think. Yeah, I mean,
it's also about bulking up with your lower body joint having issue also.
Yeah, well, the idea wasn't actually to bulk up. It's my knee, and it's a lot of load on my knee. So the idea was actually to lose weight while also trying to not lose muscle and put on muscle, which I was able to do, and that's why I posted. I guess people don't really get to see me that much or don't know, but I guess people that know me more closely would know that. I mean, that's probably, I was just posting it because I was pretty proud of the work that I put in over the 2 months. I've probably never really been in this good of shape physically. I lost I think 12 or 13 pounds, and all my lifts and weight, all my lifts in the gym went up, so I got stronger and was able to lose a lot of weight and lean out. So yeah, I mean, I was really committed to working really hard, which isn't easy when you can't play a ton of tennis. So you have to, I was doing a lot of other types of cardio that I could do on my knee, and sticking to a really strict diet, which I've never really done before. So yeah, I was just proud of kind of what I did and how I used my time out.
Hi, Taylor. As somebody who has played quite so many events as you have over the years and kind of needed to be forced by your team to stop at the moment, what has it been like for you just psychologically to not be going to events and being at home?
It felt weird. I told people this is the longest stretch I've spent at home since COVID. I think for people it feels weird after off season, coming back and playing that first match of the year. It feels like a little rusty. You haven't played matches. That's only 5 weeks. This was 2 months. It's a long time to be away from competitive tennis. It's longer than an off season, and it's tough to watch tournaments and watch people playing when it's going on. This is something I've said, I'm a huge advocate for having more time off from the tour and us playing less tournaments, but it's very hard for me to just watch big events going on that I could be at, that I know I could be playing, obviously through pain, but I could be there playing. It's not easy to see, so I try to not pay attention to it. I really don't know much of what's been happening in tennis over the last 2 months.
One quick last. To catch you up, what's been happening over the last 2 months has been Jannik Sinner winning everything.
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah, so what do you think about sort of the challenge for the field, I guess, with him, having won all 5 Masters events this year? He's kind of on that level, unprecedented dominance. What do you think it would take for any one of the other 127 guys to be able to derail him here?
I mean, someone would have to just play a great match where everything's kind of clicking, and I mean, most importantly, they're just kind of winning the big points and playing well under pressure. And I think at the end of the day, that's what he absolutely does better than anyone. I think he plays the the big points so well. And so even when, guys can get those small opportunities in the matches, he really shuts them out of it. And I mean, it would also take him, having a little bit of an off day, maybe showing some nerves, but there's been absolutely no signs of that. And to be honest, when you're really confident, as he obviously is right now, it's, you don't really feel those nerves too often. So I'd say it'd have to be a, storm of different things coming together. But the thing about tennis is like really anything is possible at times.